Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this procedure safely. In this video, we will show one or more of these icons to alert you when to use caution. Before you replace the metering diaphragm in your leaf blower's carburetor, make sure the engine has cooled. Next, you should remove the wire in boot from the spark plug to prevent the engine from accidentally starting. Unthread the screws to release the air filter cover. Remove the filter and the filter gasket. Lift off the throttle control cover, as well as the locking cap. Use needle nose pliers to rotate the throttle plate clockwise to release the tension and detach the throttle cable. Note the orientation of the primer and intake hoses, then disconnect them from the carburetor. Next, use a T27 Torx bit to unthread the carburetor mounting bolts. Slide off the gasket and remove the carburetor. Use a small Phillips head screwdriver to unthread the screws, securing the pump base components. Lift off the primer bulb and plate. Use a small flathead screwdriver to help detach the metering plate. Remove the metering gasket and the old diaphragm. Separate the old diaphragm from the gasket if necessary. Install the new metering diaphragm by aligning it on the metering plate. Now realign the gasket. Position the primer bulb and plate on the metering plate. Insert a screw through the primer bulb plate and position the assembly on the pump base. Thread and tighten all of the screws. Confirm that the mounting bolts are inserted through the air filter housing. Now slide the carburetor onto the bolts, followed by the gasket. Thread the bolts into the insulator and tighten. Connect the intake and primer hoses to the appropriate ports on the carburetor. Insert the throttle cable through the hole in the bracket, then align the cable in the swivel on the plate. If the cable tension needs to be adjusted, loosen the locking nut, then rotate the tensioner to increase or decrease the tension. The throttle plate should be in contact with the adjustment screw. With the tension set, tighten the locking nut. Secure the cable with the locking cap and replace the throttle control cover. reposition the air filter gasket in the housing and realign the air filter in the gasket. Replace the cover and thread the screws to secure. With the repair completed, reattach the wire in boot to the spark plug, and your leaf blower should be ready for use.